Cicero Pro Marco Marcello, Episode 18. Et certe in armis militum virtus, locordrum opportunitas, auxilia sociordrum classes comeatus multum juvant, maximam vero partem quasi suo iure fortuna sibi vindicat, et quicquid prospere gestum est, id paene omne ducit suum. As Cicero continues, he says, and no doubt and certainly et certe, in matters of war, the valor of the soldiers, the suitability of the terrain, the auxilia sociordrum, the help of our allies, the fleets, and all of the provisions, the equipment, we might take comeatus as that, they help a great deal. But, vero, this is adversative, the greatest portion, maximam partam, as though by her own right, fortune claims for herself. And, et, whatever has been done successfully, prospere gestum est, she, meaning fortune, regards, ducit, or considers that thing, id, almost all of it, paene omnum, her own, suum. So that's a rough translation. Let's look now a little more closely at grammar and syntax. We begin with the conjunction et, and then certe, which is an adverb in the positive degree, and for sure in matters of warfare. Then we have a genitive and a nominative, so militum masculine plural genitive, and then the nominative virtus in the feminine singular and nominative. So the soldier's valor, the locordrum, there's another masculine plural genitive, and then yet another feminine singular nominative. The suitability of the terrain. So the nominatives, of course, are our subjects. So if we look at the syntax, we notice we have be, genitive, a, nominative subject, be, genitive, a, nominative subject. Then Cicero varies the pattern by having auxilia, which is going to be a, subject, and its neuter plural and nominative, and then be, genitive. So be a, and then a, be. We have two more nominatives, classes and comeatus. So classes, feminine plural nominative, the fleets, and comeatus, fourth declension noun, masculine plural nominative, provisions or supplies. So looking at each of these nominatives, what do? They multum juvant. They help a great deal. And multum, of course, here is an adverb. You can kind of see it balances certe. That's the first part of the sentence. As the second part begins, we have vero, which is an adversative adverb, vero, so it means but, maximam partem, and then our subject is fortuna in the feminine singular and nominative, lady luck or fortune. But fortune vindicat, she claims the greatest share, maximam partem, the greatest share of success in warfare. She claims it for herself, sibi. So vindicat is first conjugation verb, vindico, vindicare, like so. Its object in the feminine singular accusative, its direct object, objectum rectum, is partem, modified by maximam in the same gender number case. Then it has an indirect object, sibi, which is going to be feminine because it has reference to fortuna. It is singular and it's dative. So this is a reflexive pronoun which always reflects back on the subject. But the greatest portion of success in battle, in warfare, fortune claims for herself, and she does so quasi suo iure, as though by her own right. And suo iure is neuter, singular, and it's an ablative of instrument. This is from the third declension noun, jus iuris, which is a third declension neuter noun. Finally, and whatever, quicquid, so this is neuter singular, nominative, subject of est, whatever has been done, gestum. So gestum est here is going to be third singular. It's going to be perfect, indicative, and passive. So this is from the very common third conjugation verb gero, gerere, like so, and it means to transpire or to happen, something like that. And whatever has happened, gestum est, prospere. So here is a positive degree adverb. Whatever has happened with success, fortune regards. So fortuna, the subject of the last part, carries over here as the subject of ducit. Now, the subject of the relative clause is quicquid, so we count that out. Fortuna is the subject of ducit. Fortuna regards ducit that thing, id. It is going to be neuter, singular, and accusative. She regards it as almost entirely paena omne suum. So ducit here is taking the object id, and you might consider omne and suum the object complement. And last, we might ask, what is the relationship between id and this clause? Well, this clause, quidquid prospere gestum est, is modifying id. So she considers that thing, id, to be entirely, almost entirely her own. And what is id? It is whatever has happened with success. Prospere gestum est.
Thank you so much for watching this free video. I hope that you learned a lot about the classical languages and advanced your knowledge and enjoyment. You can help us keep going with this instruction if you like this video and subscribe to the channel. We've had hundreds of thousands of views in the last 9 years, and we would really like to grow our number of subscribers. If you hit the little bell, you will be notified every time we release a brand new free instructional video. You can also check out one of my Latin or Greek courses at LatinPerDiem.com or mossmethod.com. Check the links if you'd like to study Latin and Greek with me directly. So keep learning, and vale tote omnes.